Hey, hey, peoples! Happy Friday! Friday, 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 weekend, 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 weekend! Yay. That sort of almost rhymed, right? Hey, you boosted! How's it going? Ready for the weekend? Been Friday. Nope! Not ready for the weekend! Me either, really. I've got cleaning to do this weekend. Because it's spring, and that's what you do, is you clean. Blah. More work for you. So sad. Working weekends is rough. Oh. Alright. So, last time... Calm down a bit. Oh, I'll be calm. It's gonna be a slower stream. I am just like trying to get myself out of work mode right now because like they gave me 2.5 weeks of work to do in 3 hours today. And I ended up with a lot of caffeine and sugar in order to make myself get through it. I got through almost everything. Almost. I was so mad I ran out of time. But like, yeah. Sometimes I hate Fridays. Hey, Cold Clutch. They like to do that on Fridays. Hey, by the way, here's all this stuff and it's due by Monday. Go. Why is that legal? So, I have the option of working the weekend to finish it up, but like, really? 3 hours? You're gonna give it to me? Like, they know about it the whole week. They're prepping for it the whole week. And then on Friday, they're like, oh yeah, we should probably get started on this. I'm like, before lunch, is it ready yet? Can I see it yet? Can I do my stuff yet? And then, nope. Not ready, not done, we're still doing this other stuff. And then after lunch, is it ready yet? I've only got half the day left. An hour after lunch. Oh, here you go. Yeah, due by Monday. Good luck. Fridays and Mondays. Mondays too. Mondays suck because they'll do that. Oh yeah, this is due today. Wait, what? What? How is this due today? Why are you giving it to me today to do today? Oh, anyway. So, like, I wasn't done, and I'm just like, yeah, here's the status of all the stuff that I did today, and here's the stuff that I didn't get finished. Bye! Good luck. Like, I did all this stuff. You shouldn't be able to expect me to do all this stuff. But I did it anyway. I didn't finish, so you're probably gonna complain about that on Monday. But, you know what? I am one person. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on Monday. I do not plan to work on the weekend because I have cleaning to do. Okay, the sugar will run out during the stream, I promise. I will get lethargic, okay? Honest. The sugar will run out. Anyway, last time yeah, crash and burn, that's what I do. Like, otherwise you can't get all this stuff done and stream in 20 minutes. I hope not. I hope not. This is my de-stressing time. This is my playtime. I have to clean afterwards. That's not fun. This is fun. I hope I don't fall asleep. If I fall asleep, I'll fall asleep on stream if I fall asleep 20 minutes in. I'm not hanging up. Mwah. Okay. Last time I did some Camdozaal mining. I got my mining level up from 28, I think it was, to 31. And 31 is special because it means I can now use this guy. Well, I can't wear it, but I can soon. My adamant pickaxe. Yes. So, mining should be better. I might go and fight to get some other levels up to 30. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. But that was what I did last time. Was focused on getting that up so that I could get the new pickaxe. I do want to get all of these things up to 30. Fight some golems, get the fishing up and the prayer up to 30s. So lots of grinding in Camdozaal. I am going to sneeze. Maybe. I hate that. Am I gonna sneeze or not sneeze? My nose does that twitchy, half itch, whatever feeling. No, I guess I'm not gonna sneeze. Okay, off to Camdozaal. I just wear a basic outfit today. Oh yeah, I'm still wearing the bow tie. It's fine. Alright. Go to Camdozaal, fight some golems. Oh yeah, and I did that, I added a thing. I finally got enough of the Baronite shards into the forge to get a boost. And I think I put the boost on the golems. So maybe I'll do some fighting. I'll probably do some fighting first. Doobie doobie doo. No music. There's the music. Do 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 do. Oh, that's like an axe on the banner. Is that the first time I've actually looked at those banners? I feel like I don't pay attention anymore to things. Like, I used to be all into the details, and now I'm like, music! Alright, let's get from point A to point B. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I need to be on this side. Do 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 do. I've seen everything 100 times already. Probably not, but maybe. I feel like I haven't done any dungeoning, undergroundy stuff as much as I could. I want to level up, and then I can do some more of the Hill Giant dungeon. And I haven't done the one that I'm supposed to get fancy boots. Fancy something boots that are like, I don't know, fancy, whatever fancy means. And then there was another dungeon, I think. Is there another one I haven't been to? There's the Hell Giant one here. The Fancy Boots one is supposed to be here. I thought that was another dungeon I hadn't been in yet. Or maybe I should just go back to the one with the pirates and the ice guys, or I could also go back to the one with the spiders and tree people. I don't know. There's a lot of dungeon-y things I could do more of, I think. I don't know. I still have some quests to do. Oh yeah, there's this one. This one has scorpions in it that I don't know if I've explored that one very much. I need to get my levels up first. Aiming for 30, because that's pretty close. That's not a lot of work. Except for maybe ranged. Might be some work for ranged. Fishing should go up pretty quick, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Do, do, do. I like Camdozaal a lot. It's very chill. Oh, and I gave the guy red berry pie last time too. He had a whole thing. I don't know what this is. Wow, this is fantastic. You're the best cook ever. Kind of thing. It was pretty cool. Alright, so we want to fight first. Just because I think I'll put the extra defense things into the golems. So we'll fight till I get attack. Do you get a chance to play more Jotun? No. Maybe later. It's not really on my radar at the moment. Been busy, focused on cleaning. I have so much cleaning to do. It's amazing how bad a house can get over the winter. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of cleaning. And then because it's spring, I gotta start working on yard work soon too. So, not a lot of chance to play other games right now. Alright, so I want armor. I'm already wearing the skirt. This is mithril rate. I want the shield and the hammer. And the necklace. There's a necklace that helps this one. Yep. Put you away. I don't think. Do I had a cape thing now. That one. Wonder if that helps me. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. It's just pretty. Well, I'll wear it anyway. Cosmetics don't usually help. Oh well. It's the only cape I have, I think. Here's the only one I have right now. I don't have an armory one. I need to learn how to make a cape. Can you make capes? I think you can make everything. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's the only cape I have. Unless you count like a tail or something, but oh well. Black cape helps. Yeah, I don't have one. That's the only one I got. But it's pretty. It looks kind of cool. Alright, let's go. Oh, I need food. What am I thinking? I have a lot of fish now, right? Did I cook fish? No. What did I cook? I thought I did a lot of cooking recently. What did I cook? Pie? Oh, there's some fish. Let's bring like 10 of those fish. Yeah, there's some fish. Oh, chicken. I see it. Ha! Yeah, I was in chicken killing mood, wasn't I? Hi, Linux! I was in a chicken killing mood that one day. Alright, well, I have some fish. Let's go pummel golems for a little while. See if I can get my stats up to 30. At least these 3. We'll see about everything else later. Come here, you. Wake up. Yeah, I'll do attack first. Do, 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 do. Yeah, see, like I said, the sugar crash is happening. It's happening. I'm gonna get real tired. It hasn't even been 20 minutes. Gosh. I thought I'd last a lot longer than 20 minutes. Yeah, Boosted's got it. Maybe he's had lots of crashes and he just understands timing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Moved downstairs to have dinner and it's freezing. Mm-hmm. Or are you like in the basement or something? I can see it being cold in a basement. What's this? Essences for runes. I wonder what level I have to be for an adamant warhammer. I think it pauses if I click on this. I'll wait till I'm between monsters. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, it's 30? Okay, cool. So yeah, then the goal is to get 30s. For sure. And then I'll just turn all green instead of whatever this color is. Is this blue? I don't know what color to consider this. Should I go with a slightly harder one? No, I'll keep going with these guys for right now. Scales with strength. Okay. Oh, I thought it went with defense. I thought you had to be like defense. Well, okay, the hammer is strength, I guess, and then the defense is the armor. I'm not roasting it, I'm just trying to figure out what color it is. Is that blue, or is that like a purple? It's not purple, but like this is purple. It's not a gray blue? I mean, these guys are kind of a gray purple. Gosh. I need more words for colors. Oh, look how the cape bends when I attack. The cape just bends up. Kind of interesting. Navy blue? I mean, that's blue. I guess it could be navy blue. I guess it could be navy blue. Watch the cape go up. I guess it's supposed to be reacting with like my arm rising up or something. Kind of interesting. It's pretty looking. But then what do you call this color? Like, this is navy blue, this is like gray purple? Gray? Is it just gray? I mean, like, that's gray. That's pink? So you're gonna call the golems pink? I think this is pink. I don't know, they might be gray and it's just close enough to pink stuff to make them look purple? Maybe it's an optical illusion. I don't know. I'm not a color expert. Don't put me in art school, I'll never figure it out. periwinkle is apparently the blue-purple violetish color. Oh, I always thought periwinkle was like a baby blue pastel. I don't know. Like, if this color was a little bit lighter and pastel-ish instead of bright, I thought that might be periwinkle, but I don't know. I guess that's why, like, graphic designers use hex codes. Oh, it's like FFG370 or something. I don't know. I don't even know what color that is. Hex code is too limiting. What? Oh, what would you suggest, Coal Clutch, if hex code is too limiting? I think hex code's fine. Oh, I should eat some fishy. Fishy. How about another fishy? It's 12 by 6. You want 12 by 64? Or 12 raised to 64? That's beyond me. I can't come up with names for that many colors. Just give me regular rainbow. Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. UV and IR being represented too? Oh, you're just going for shades of gray then, at that point. Because you won't be able to tell. Just shades of gray and dark. Microwaves and radio waves too? Yeah, good luck with that. Cold Clutch is a mantis shrimp in disguise! Get him! Do 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 do. Oh! There we go! Almost there! There we go. Leveled up. 29. Thank you. One more. And then I'll work on the other ones. I'm like close on all three. Might as well just make them all 30s before I think about getting adamant stuff. Ranged will be a while. Magic is pretty close. Should do magic too before I go shopping. Already thinking about shopping. Oh, that's another thing I have to do tomorrow is shopping. I have not gone out of the house and gone shopping since February 26th. Think about that for a minute. Can you survive in a house without buying anything, without getting any deliveries, without ordering out any food, anything for a month? Can you do it? Somehow I did. And like my house is almost entirely empty of food. Like, and I'm running low on some cleaning supplies. But like, that's what happens when you get sick. Yeah, I'd rather not do it either, but like, when you get sick and you just can barely function, it's too much work at that point to even order pizza or anything. It's just like, soup, give me a can of soup. Basically. I still have 2 cans of soup left. I am completely out of pasta. Completely. Pasta is all gone. I'm completely out of bread. I'm completely out of anything to drink but water. Including hot cocoa. Marshmallows were one of the first things to go, actually. That's why you get other people to order soup for you. But then you're sick. So, like, who really wants to get anywhere near you when you've got the flu? Because you're contagious. Like, yeah. Anyway. And then there was the whole question, are you sure it's not COVID? Are you sure you don't have corona? Are you sure? Yeah, nobody wants to deliver either. Oh, it's fine. I had enough food in the house. I survived. I don't think I could I can maybe survive another week, but I'd have to get really creative. Like, I've got flour and sugar and maybe some butter. And like 4 eggs, I think. Is that enough to make food for a week? I think I've got like a fish in the freezer. Marshmallows, not food, just putting that out there. Well, I mean, I guess. No! Give me the clay. There we go. Sugar works. Hi Kyle, Jadon. Hello, hello. Welcome to discussions about the almost completely empty pantry in my house. Must say you love your daily Mallow Tello. Fun times. I like marshmallows. I don't have stuff to make my own marshmallows. I've been doing research and daydreaming. The emergency ramen would have been good. I didn't have any ramen. Your snack pantry be empty? Aww. That's so sad. When you're running out of snacks and you just... That's all you want to do is snack and you have nothing. That's so frustrating. That's one of the most frustrating things. Like, I will pace the house trying to figure out something to snack on when I had that problem. But like, I think I have a packet for making gravy. 2 cans of beans, kidney beans, and 2 packets for making chili, in case I ever go buy meat, I guess. What am I up to? I am working on getting up to level 30s for attack so that I can get adamant. Alright. Hey, you're a mod in another chat someplace? Cool. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce whatever that was, Cool Clutch. Alright. I'm almost getting bored enough to go to the next room and do the slightly harder guys. Actually. But yeah, shopping. Shopping is a thing I have to do tomorrow. What am I going for? I am going for level 30 for adamant. I want adamant stuff. And then I can fight pirates and maybe finish doing some of these harder quests like those Black Knight guys. So, base level 30 combats. Yes. Oops. Click that way. Getting Bear Knight whilst doing it. Yes, yes, yes. I got my first bonus thing last time for +5 defense to fighting these guys. And I got my mining up to 31, so I've got an adamant pickaxe now for when I decide to go do more mining. I will do fishing as well, so I can do fishing and prayer at the same time, but I'm doing combat today, or at least right now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do. It will be so nice to have marshmallows again, though. It's been a while. You like watching the gains? I mean, it's alright. I like it better when I'm fighting the harder people, but at the same time I run out of food really fast. And fishing down here, I don't get to keep the fish. You don't have a single 99. Me either. Oh yeah, I forgot. These ones give me runes too. That'll help me when I go for 30 in magic. Yes. I like fishing for down here for fishing and prayer at the same time. And it's something else too, I think. Cooking. It's fishing and cooking and prayer at the same time. I try not to advertise the world that I'm on because I've had too many people who I didn't know were watching show up and harass me. So I tried not to do that. Yeah. Learning from past experiences. You never know who's watching. Want to, cooking is one of the faster and cheaper 99s. Jugs of wine. I was learning about that, but I think I can't do it. I think the wine thing is the one of the members-y ones. Untradeable drop. 13 Bear Knight shards. Yeah, but you're supposed to give me a guardy thing from a mace eventually. I like that better than the shards. Fishy! Alright. Another fishy. There we go. Inventory's getting full. Not like... oh well. Friend with Mallow and OSRS. Lower level golems drop the mace part slower than the high level ones. Well, I guess that makes sense. Making them as members, because I'm pretty sure jugs themselves... yeah, jugs are not. But I think the cooking part is... I think I was messing around in the cooking guild a couple streams ago. And I picked up a whole bunch of the grapes and the jugs, but like making any... I didn't make anything. I can't remember. I thought it was because it was members. I don't know. I never take anything! I'm such a purist! What do you mean I never take anything? If it's... oh, if you give something... I need to read backwards sometimes? The sugar is running out. Seriously. Yes, I don't do trade things. I set up a rule, no trading. That way I don't have to worry about random... there we go, fishy. Well, I cooked it myself, thank you very much. No, I've got some other food in the bank. I just was going through some of the fishies I hadn't tried yet. I hadn't tried these ones. I don't think my food is bad. I've got some salmon that I picked up because somebody else was cooking it because I can't catch salmon yet. I've got trout. Baronite Guard is 1 in 500 from Mind Golems. Yikes. 1 in 250 from Body Golems. I don't know if I could try fighting the Body Golems instead, I guess. You have to remind me which of the caverns has the body guys in it. There's the one that's a members golems. Which one is the one with the body golems? That one's mind. Is there one in... Oh yeah. These ones are just random. Members golem, yeah. Chaos, that's right. I like getting the mind stuff. Which one was... Is this the body one? He hits me really hard. I don't think I can do them very easy. Where's the one that I can examine? Are these the body ones? Yeah, okay, they're the body ones. Alright. I can fight these ones. It just takes a lot of food. Yeah, the members golems. I can't do those ones. They're down here. Like, I go down here and there are no golems here, I think, is how that happened. Because I'm not a member or something. They're just like, I can't do anything down here. If I remember right. I can double check. Let me get a bunch of food first. And drop all this stuff off. So, like, food. I have trout, I've got some lobster, and I've got some salmon. Not all my food is bad. And why did I put this? I don't remember where this goes. Where does that go? In here? Okay, that goes in here. Yeah, I picked up some grapes. And I've got a lot of jugs now. And I got... Oh no, that was the half full ones. I think those were from a event thing. A lot of chicken. Like, a lot of chicken. Should I be eating the chicken? Or should I just collect chicken? I don't know. I have pie. And I have stew. I have a lot of pies. I made a lot of pies. So. Ooh. Oh, I'm adorable? What do you mean I'm adorable? Base 90s and free to play on Camdozaal, killing lessers and fishing lobbies. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't have any clue. Like, I know the sardines don't give me very much, but they're fun to cook anyway because they're like teensy. I just try to imagine myself cooking tiny sardines in real life, and I'm just like spitzing them on the fire like every 3 seconds. Like legit as fast as I can cook them in OSRS. That'd be how fast I would be cooking them in real life. That's just what I imagine for those ones. But yes, I've just been eating the herring because I have herring. And I got the burnt ones, but I think they just don't do anything for me. I do like how they did the color thing with the pie crust and... Anyway. I am rambling. I need to pick some food to fight the body golems. So... Well, let's take some of the chicken because there's a lot of chicken. And we'll take some of the trout and save my high level foodie things for later. I'll leave the shrimp. The shrimp doesn't do anything. This stuff doesn't do anything. Chicken heals 3, same with shrimp and beef. Anchovies heal 1. Yeah, I knew anchovies didn't do very much at all. And I knew that beef didn't do very much at all. For some reason, I still think that chicken does more than beef. Or shrimp. Why is that? Yes, trout is okay. Herring is okay. Herring's like 5 or something, right? Yeah, the problem with the salmon and the lobster and stuff is I have to buy it from the GE though. If I'm gonna buy stuff from the GE, I'd rather it be armor. Or outfits. Wine heals 11 but lowers attack and strength and ranged. Pretty much anything that takes focus. What about beer? I have beer. I have 1 beer. And kebabs. Kebabs heal between 1 and 11. That's a wide range. Wine doesn't lower strength. Alright, so maybe I will take more trout with me then. And we'll see. Oh, only lowers attack. Okay. Well, let me go and fight the body golems for a little bit then and see if I can get this guard thingy before I hit level 30. Am I gonna hit level 30 first, or am I gonna get a guard from one of them? Probably hit level 30 first. Not ranged either? Hello, Mr. Stark. I'll fight this one over here. Rawr. Alright. I gotta watch my health. Make sure I don't die, because these guys can kill me. The other ones don't have as much of a chance to kill me as this one does. Wine lowers the base stats. 11 HP lowers attack by 2. Oh, yep, I'll hit level 30 real quick. Cool. If I hit him. I actually have to hit him first. Good for mage training. You want to feed me drunk? Yay, level 30! It didn't give me the little pop-up thing saying I could do adamant, but... Alright, so let's switch it to strength now then. Oh, and I should eat, because... Ow. Fishy! Okay. Get him! And don't die! Chicken. Chicken. Chicken, chicken. I guess it's hard to eat chicken on the fast. On the fast. Ah! No, no, no. I have to right click to attack him. He's level 50? I didn't know I was fighting a level 50! Why didn't I look at that before? Oh gosh. No wonder I'm having problems. Alright, get him. Yes, I'm level 30. I just got level 30. Holy cow, I didn't realize he was level 50. That's why I've been fighting the other ones. I knew these guys were like bad, but like I've got this booster thing. I didn't know that that lit up like that. Is that lit up other places? That's kind of cool. Fueled by the power of Airnite. It's all shiny. NPC combat levels don't really line up 1-to-1 with player Oh, that's nice, because otherwise I'd be dead right now. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Come on. Eat the fishies. There we go. Hit the golem. Oh, goodness. Legit silly, 100% rise only attack. Okay, especially since you effectively have significantly higher combat levels thanks to food. Yes, food. And this boost thing gives me a +5 defense to them. Whatever a +5 defense is. And then... gosh. Come on. Don't die me. Yes! I got one! And I got a body rune. Or I got 8 body runes. Okay. Sheesh. Do I need to go get more food to fight another one? I don't think I have enough food. I think I'm better at fighting the other ones. Man. Realizing my food sucks. No, I just need a lot of food. It's not about it sucking or not. Poor guy. I didn't know that lit up though. That's kind of cool. They lit it up somewhere else? I mean, there's fire in those. Do they always have fire? Alright. Like this kind of content, take a noob over an experienced player any day. No, I think they always had fire, but I don't think they had the light up thing. Is there other light up things? Now I'm all like second guessing everything. Okay. I can last with 5 fishies for like 3 of these guys and maybe 2 of those guys. Did he just move? Oh no, that's a new guy. A different guy. Okay. I was like, did he just zoom over there while I wasn't looking? Super fast. Okay, let's just... That's a cool cape though. Yellow and red. Alright. That was a shot at you either, just makes me remember my noob days. Nostalgia. I get told that like at least once a week. So basically every other stream or so. It's adorable that I'm optimistic. Why? Do people lose the optimism when they become members or something? Like, this game is fun. You get to explore everything and you get to try all sorts of new stuff and like, yeah, you have to take time to level up sometimes, but I actually don't mind leveling up. You should see me trying to play older games. Like, leveling up is a thing. It's just, it's what you do in order to advance. What level are these? These are level 13s. Can I see what your level guy is? No. Yes, level 30. Oh, so he's the same level as me, but it's green. So level 30 is green. Oh, wait. Wasn't there a combat-y? Okay, I'm technically 35. For the red, yellow, green stuff. Okay. RuneScape is like real life. Once you get older, you get jaded. Well, I got a sapphire. I haven't had to use any fish for these guys. They're just like easy. These are called flawed golems. The color scales off of your combat level and the relative difference. Should attack the level 30 golem. Yes, I should be attacking the level 30 golems. I know. But I got distracted and these guys were right here and so I just was attacking them. It just happens. Don't need food to kill the level 13 ones. No, not really. I seem to be doing okay. But I still get like... That was 16 XP. What is my... Like, I'm only 27 for strength anyway. 25 defense is pretty low. So I wonder how much... that affects things when I go for the level 30 and I'm doing defense. 25 versus a 30. I don't know how that works. Alright, I'll go after Mind Golem. Hopefully this guy doesn't mind me sharing. Hello. I've attacked this one. Okay. What level is he? What? He's a 58? Why is he attacking at 30 if he's a 58? Oh, he's got that mace thing. So that's what it looks like when you get the whole thing. He's also got your rainbow boots. Are the rainbow boots the fancy ones that you guys keep telling me about? That's kind of cool. Rainbow boots. And I like the cape. I like my cape better. Mine goes with my outfit. Actually, his whole outfit doesn't make sense. Yeah, I like my outfit better. Alright, his cape is from Beginner Clues. Oh, I haven't done clues. But I hit 4 times what XP I get, except for mage, it's base spell, oh gosh, math. Base spell XP plus damage of 4 times damage. Jester Cape? Is that what it's called? Yeah, he's killing these guys faster than I can, but he's got like 3. So I'll just wait. See? I got 2. He can fight all of them. And I need to eat food. Fishy! Come on, fishy! Fishy, fishy, fishy. And I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. So for mage, if you cast a spell with a base XP, you will get 16 XP, whether you do damage or not. Yeah. I remember, like, if you actually hit or not, you always seem to get XP with magic anyway, which is kind of nice. And we had that whole talk about Splash? Was it Splash? Something Splash, where you have the weird armor and then the goblin stuff in order to do negative damage or something. Yeah, I think I didn't get all of the negative armor for that. I think I only got some of it, but I did get some of the got the blue staff thing. Splashing is AFK but not efficient. It was a fun discussion. I still haven't done it, so I still want to try it at some point. I do think the blue staff is kind of cool. And I've seen lots of other people doing it. I saw one dude doing it on another dude. I'm like, how the heck? I see most people doing it on like little rats running around, I think. I think that's the most I've seen people actually do. But I think I saw one dude doing it on just a man. I was like, what, was he rude to you or something? When you get to mage and range, the XP multiplier for defense is very different. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, think about it. If you're an adventurer, your bow and arrow defense stuff is going to be totally different than your melee. And magic too, because you wear armor. Oh, hit points! Yay! I got more hit points. Does anyone even train defense on ranged and mage? I mean, it comes automatically. When you hit somebody with an arrow, you get both, I think. Or do you have to choose the you might have to choose the thing, and I'm probably just defaulting onto the thing. I didn't think about that. Defense on mage is optimal since you'll typically get 99 mage on the way to 99 slayer through bursting. What's a bursting? Cannon? What's a you get cannons in here? Okay, I'm gonna die again. Wait, fishy, come here, fishy. Fishy, I don't wanna die. Eat the fish, okay. I'm out of food now. Yes! Yes, people need to remind me to heal because I get to talking and completely forget what the heck I'm doing. Cannons or members? Okay, well yeah, but I didn't know there were cannons in this game. I mean, are cannons even like a normal fantasy thing? I mean, elves and gnomes, and I didn't think about cannons at all. Although you have pirates. So I guess it would make sense that you have cannons if you've got pirates. I didn't think about that. You put the cannons on the boats or something? How do you use cannons? Cannon's accuracy is affected by your range attack bonus, which makes sense. I mean, it's essentially a ball that you're firing like a gun. Do you get guns in this game too? Like, I can imagine like little rifle things from pirates. Alright, more fishies. This should eat those fishies and these fishies. Fishy, 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 fish. Okay. Let's eat some chicken until I'm full health too. Because I have a lot of chicken. Cannons only draw from your highest attack bonus, doesn't have to be ranged. Even at level 1 range, you can hit a 30 with a cannon? Like, but I guess it wouldn't be that often then, because otherwise, like, everybody'd be using cannons, right? Or does everybody actually use the cannons and, like, I'm oblivious? I haven't ever seen a cannon. Crazy. Everyone does use it, okay. Alright, everybody uses cannons, and I'm just oblivious. I've never seen one, because I'm free to play. Alright, so members, peoples equal cannons. Got it. So does that mean they're not on boats? Or are there these, like, games where people, like, play Battleship against each other? That sounds like fun. Like, little boat battleship combat water cannon things. That sounds like a lot of fun. Cannons are best range XP until 50. There's a cannon at the dwarven mine entrance. They're not on boats. Might have already seen them. Technically, 45, that's when you unlock chins. What are chins? I'm like, I'm getting confused. What are you doing with chins? Like, is that like another mask you can wear? What are chins? Or is that an abbreviation for something? Tell me that's an abbreviation for something. People just suddenly get fat and have a lot of chins. What's going on? Cannons and chins. Chinchompas? Well, that just makes it worse. What's a chinchompa? Chins that chomp on people? Cute little fuzzy creatures. Okay. That explode? So, cute little fuzzy exploding creatures that you pick up and throw at people. I never would have imagined a creature like that for this game. That's kind of interesting. I mean, a golem that protects an underground dwarven society makes more sense than a little fuzzy creature you pick up and throw at people. You can also use salamanders. Or you could just be messing with me. Yeah, I'm starting to think my idea of multiple chins was a little bit more accurate. Spit out paste. What? Fuzzy creatures that explode and spit. Like the camels? Yeah, okay. Oh boy. I'll just stick with these guys for right now. Yeah, I don't need little fuzzy exploding spitters to throw at people. Fuzzy creatures don't spit. The salamanders do. And there's calamander or calamander. Now I'm starting to mix everything together. We got calamanders now. Camel dung in the game, using a salamander as a Gatling gun. Force feed camels hot sauce to make them poo and use that to fuel teleportation? Oh gosh. Okay, so you want hot sauce camel poo to teleport with? What? Hot sauce camel poo for teleportation. I don't even know how that would work with logistics or anything. That's just like... That just doesn't even make any sense. cannon, we'll go back. Cannon makes sense, okay? Cannon not on a ship, fine. They're sometimes mounted in castles and whatever. So, okay, and I'll go look at the dwarven mine the next time I go to the GE. Yeah. But like, hot sauce camel poop, spitting salamanders, and little chin chompa fuzzy exploding things you throw. That's a little... Ghost cannons now too. What do you put ghosts? You stuff ghosts inside of the cannons to... I can't even. It's a. Alright. Yeah, my brain just... There's a ham bone, uses a melee weapon for fast attacking, whereas the ghost cannon is a normal cannon with a leaks. Why are you putting skin on cannons? And people enjoy fighting with a fishing rod. Right. Nah. Not believing you can put skin on cannons to shoot ghosts out of them. That doesn't make any sense. You rip out the spine of a demon to make a bludgeoning weapon. I don't know what to believe anymore. None of this makes sense. But it does sound like there are a lot of members things that I am not aware of that are fun and unique. We'll just go with that. Lots to experience once I get through all of the free-to-play stuff and decide membership is my next step. Rip off the head of a dragon to add into a backpack that's best in slot range cape. What? What? Ooh, what is that? Got it. What is this? Mind core. Corrupted core of a mind golem. Oh, I think I got... Did I get one of those before? I don't know if I got one of those before or not. Why would you rip the head... How would you even rip... How do you rip a head off of a dragon? I'm like, I know there's dragons in this game because people have told me so. And I think there's a quest called that. Yeah, Dragon Slayer. But like... No, I have seen a dragon through the wall of a dungeon. I have seen one. I've seen the demons. Those are the big black guys, I think. Take the heart of the beast to turn its... Oh, Mind core to rune... Okay. Use the mind core to runecraft. Yes, I like runecrafting. Runecrafting's cool. Take the heart of that beast to turn its heart into a rune. Why you call it the heart? Like, the rune thing is right on top of its head. It's just right there. There's nothing to do with the heart. It's just right there. So it's like, I didn't destroy it. So I get to pick up the head piece instead of destroying it every time. Everything else is just dropped from invisible pockets. Yeah. Eat fish. Okay. Attack. You don't make the descriptions. I mean, is that what it says? It just says the corrupted core of a mind golem. Core of a golem doesn't have to be in the middle. It could be on its head. I mean, core usually means in the middle. Like for an apple. Apple core. Pineapple core. Right now I can't think of anything core that isn't round or food. That's okay. So I guess I use this if I'm going to do mind rune crafting. Oh, that's like near here, isn't it? I think the mind place is like right behind here. That's really close. Maybe I'll do some rune crafting really soon. Reminds you of a conversation you had with a few clanmates when you were doing barbarian assault. There's a member's quest where the family's daughter has been missing for 20 years and they only now think of asking for help finding her. Commenting on how weird it would be for someone to see us yelling tofu at each other every 30 seconds. Yeah. Unless you're throwing it at each other or something. When you find her, she was killed by a bear man guy, and when you kill it, you cut its head off and use it as a helmet? Wait. So you go to rescue a missing girl to wear a helmet. Or just end up wearing a helmet. Yeah. Well, you know. Free stuff? I guess? I mean, unless it's a cute helmet or something. I don't know. Missing girl gone for 20 years and her parents only now thought of finding her. I mean, it depends on how old she was or how obnoxious she was, maybe. I don't know. The whole, what do they call them? Free-ranging parents or something? Where they just, you know, yeah, the kid will be back when it's hungry. One of those. I don't know. I said she went missing at like age 5? Poof. Guess she never got hungry. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like cats? How is that like cats? By the way, the bear man guy is just dressed in a bear skin of a bear he killed. But you take his head. So essentially you wear a skull of a guy in a bear suit. Mentally deranged. Okay. I mean, it can be fun wearing a skull, I guess. I mean, they have a Halloween outfit that's a skull. I'm out of food, basically. I eat that one. Okay, let's just go back. How far am I away? 92. Alright. Look at this. But the cat finds a nice place to not get hungry. I'm not making the connection there, Cold Clutch. You're saying the 5-year-old is like a cat that just decides he's not hungry because he found a nice place to sleep? Whoops, that's 5s. I got a lot of mind runes. Cool. Getting a lot of those. Alright. But I'm running out of food. I need to learn fishing better. Should I eat some of the pies that I made? I can make more. Beef is good for making meat pies. Meat pies heal anything? I think they're the lowest pie. Or is it apple pie that's the lowest pie? I think meat pie is the lowest pie. Pies heal quite a bit. Well, I'll take some pie. I can always make more. Make some more fishies. I can catch more fishies too, but I have to leave Camdozaal in order to cook pies and fishies. A large delay between you when you can attack. Oh? Animation-y things. Well, we'll see how it goes. Trying to get to level 30. Certain foods affect your ability to attack. Really? Well, I mean, like, wine makes sense. Pies have less a delay, though? Ticks. I remember the conversation on ticks. There's the whole sea shanty song, Ticks. Yes, that was fun. I remember that. I remember learning about game ticks. Summer pie does. Confess I haven't used any others in combat. Okay. I don't know what a summer pie is. I can make apple and meat. And red berry. I think those are the only 3 pies that I can make. My nose is itchy. Pies heal a lot and are able to be used in as combat food. Okay. 29. 1 more to go. And then I'll work on defense. They cause a combo food? What's a combo food? And they cause a big tick delay. Combo with another word that I don't understand. Karam Juan. What? Karambuan. Karambiwan? Is that like Obi-Wan? Obi-Wan Kenobi mixed with... I don't know. Everything combos with Karambiwan. Karambiwan? It sounds like... Oh, whoops, I should eat. Like, I was distracted by chat. I should food. I almost died. Yes, and when combined with a Karambiwan, the delay is negated. Okay. Obi-Wan. Okay, so we got Obi-Wan food. If Obi-Wan could be a food, it's a Karambiwan. Okay. They do not have a delay between eating and attacking again. Okay. So when they don't have a delay, so then you can eat food that has a delay with it, and then you don't have as much of a delay with that other one? So only food you can... 3 tick? Okay, what's a 3 tick? Learning a lot of stuff that I'm never going to remember, probably. It's all members-y things, I think. Karambiwan. Karambij1. I don't know. Does it have the J or does it not have the J? 3 tick means you perform multiple actions in 3 ticks. Spam clicking, basically. Only certain items will let you spam click. Got it. Okay. So, sometimes you can spam click things in 3 ticks, and sometimes only 2 ticks. And Karambiwans let you do them in 3 ticks. Wiki says pies only have 1 tick delay. Oh, I can eat a pie. Let's see. Oh, I didn't eat the whole thing. Eat them. Well, that didn't hurt me too much. I got a pie dish that I can use later. Gothic's Rest combo with pie into Karamjuan. like a cerebrew. Right. Okay, now the words are like not real words anymore. That's okay. It's game terms. Delay is like 3 ticks for eating a full pie. It's a 1.5 tick per piece of pie. So how is my connection doing for you guys right now? Because I've got a really alerting bad red box saying my connection is almost non-existent, which oh, it just turned green again. Alright, so summer pie is different than all the other pies. Super special pie. Alright. Cake is the worst food delay of all. And bread. Bread doesn't give you anything. It like heals you 1 point. But cakes are pretty. I can't make cake yet. I think I have to be level 40 for cake. Should only eat cake and bread. Ha ha. I have bread. I only have 2 loaves of it though. I think what's his Jester Cape dude poofed. I wasn't paying attention. Keg of beer has the worst delay. A keg? Instead of like a glass? You can get a keg? Wow. I mean, I guess that makes sense because you can brew beer as one of those members things. It's in the list of cooking. You can brew a lot of stuff. So I guess it makes sense you can get kegs. I should eat a fishy. Maybe I'll eat a pie. Maybe I'll wait till I get hit again. Alright. Gnome food acts the same as Karamjuan tick delay. And is inexpensive and good for PvP. I don't know if I could ever do PvP. Wilderness is so scary. I don't know how people get into PvP. I've never tried PvP. Just seems too scary. Alright, that heals 6. Half a pie heals 6. That's pretty good. Wildy's pretty. Yes. Scary too. Yes. It is pretty though. They have a lot of interesting things to look at and ruins to explore and stuff. But like, everything wants to kill you. Like Australia. Like there's bears that follow you around. Everything is like the well, it's not all multi-combat, is it? I think everything might be multi-combat in Wildy too. Am I still walking everywhere? Hi, Revelations! Yes, I am still walking everywhere. I run a little bit. I'm learning to run after imps, and I'm learning to run if I have really far to go, and I'm learning to run away from things. But I still walk a lot. Wildy isn't bad once you get used to it, coming from a PVM loot pinata people like Kyle feed on. I mean, running makes sense sometimes. Like, if you die and need to go pick up your stuff, for example. I can see running being a thing. You run away from running. Well, if you guys are a mixture of... Wait, what is PVM? PVM is monsters and PvP is people, right? Tell me I'm right on that. You can't teleport. I am learning about teleporting. I can teleport to Varric. It's cool. What's a duo brid? Oh gosh. Hockey music intensifies. Oh wait, like the movie? My brain. Run everywhere shortens quests. Oh boy. Time to eat more food. Fishy. Ate my fishies. Switch between two combat styles in a fight. In one tick? Well, that's kind of impressive. I mean, I can't really figure out how that works, but that's impressive. Yep. That's like switching these styles? Or like switching magic ranged and attack styles? How do you switch? Which ones are you switching? Are you like switching magic to melee? Or are you switching like attack to defense? Yes, all of the above. Gear and prayer? Yeah, no, my brain is melting. This is too advanced. Like, I don't even know... I can't even... It does... Nuh-uh. Nope, brain just goes... Thank you! But like... I'm still stuck on the... What's the word? Where did it go? Scrolling back up. There was a word. Where did it go? No. I was after that. Oh, I forget now. There was a word that confused me for a minute. But I don't know what it is now. You do not want to tarnish me with PvP? It's a toxic community. Oh. I haven't done any PvP in any games. Mostly because I've not played a lot of games that have other people in them. I usually play like single player. Which is why I like this game a lot. There's like people to talk to once in a while. You can always start joining the running community. I am not good at running yet. To be frank, high-end PVM can also be quite toxic. Wait, what's high-end PVM? Boss monsters? Imagine it like rock, paper, scissors. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Too many elitists. Wait, do people just like take the boss kills away from you or something? Ooh, almost to 30, almost to 30. I need to eat more pie. Okay. Mobs. Mobs? What are bosses? Raids. Magic beats melee, melee beats range, range beats magic. No, they won't. Yay! Level 30. Alright, so now I can switch over to defense, which is this one. And it's going to take longer again. Okay, magic beats melee. Yes, magic can just do... Ranged beats magic, though? I mean, magic is ranged, kind of, but okay. Melee beats ranged. Yes. No, they won't boss you without... Biz gear? What is biz gear? Gosh, terminology. Okay. Okay, won't which costs well into 500 million bank. Most people start bossing to get money. Melee beats magic too if magic is asleep. Armor. T-bow. T-bow? Inquisitor. Okay, best ranged armor has magic defense. Best in slot. What the heck? I have lost my mind. Like, absolutely none of this is English. There's no English in here. Nope. Nope. Eat pie. Okay. Two more pies. Okay. Wait. So, yes, there's exceptions. Generally, magic beats melee. Melee beats ranged. Ranged beats magic. I can kind of see a balance thingy there. And there's going to be exceptions depending on armor and gear and stuff that you buy, because that makes things balanced and more interesting for what people want to play, right? Okay. Two different conversations are happening. Oh! Okay. Biz is best in slot. Okay, so with best in slot, understood. Where the heck did that sentence go? No, they won't boss with you without best in slot gear, which is 500 mil bank, which most people start bossing to get money in order to do that. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, in OSRS, range beats everything. Does it? Like, magic is pretty nice. Magic is ranged attacking anyway. So what he's saying about boss fights is you have to have a group to fight, and most groups won't let you join them if you're new. Okay, thank you, Revelations! That makes sense! I get it! Why is ranged OP? Ooh, I got another one of these core things. Yay. Alright. Well, I'm getting really low on food again. Alright, range is OP? I don't know. But you also, like, run out of ammo faster. Magic, you don't have to worry about going and picking up your arrows. He's your interpreter! Woohoo! Yeah. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, so there were two discussions happening. One was about what is the best attack method, and one was what is elitist and like toxic culture. Okay, so those were the two different conversations. So now we're going back to range versus melee versus magic. Okay. Range is level 1 skill to increase both its max hit and its accuracy. Mage increases accuracy and magic defense. Nani? See? I said a word that's not English. Okay, but in your case, since you're free to play, you don't have to worry about bossing. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Good. Bosses sound scary. Especially if you have to be like with a group of people to do a boss. Okay. There's Ober and Brio. Melee split in 3 skills. Attack, strength, and defense. Yes. Ability free to be hit by all styles. Ober, Yay, and Mole. Okay, let's throw in a whole bunch of 4-letter words. Ober and Brio and Mole. Oh yay. Okay. Mole is P2P. Okay. Is Mole short for something? Like chins? What about Ober and Brio? Are they short for something? Like chins? Mole is Mole. Okay. It's not short for anything. It's just Mole. Now I got chins and moles put together and I'm imagining some giant round brown spot attacking. Okay. Yeah. Ober is giant mini boss which you can access. Oh, that's the one where I get the key. I get the key thing. I might have a key. I get a key from the hill giants that are in the Edgeville dungeon that I met a couple streams ago. Ha! Okay, so Ober is their boss. Okay. P2P is play to play. Yes. Pay to play. Yes. Brio is Moss Giants and they drop Mossy Key. Okay, Moss Giants are the tree people in the dungeon under Varric, I think. Okay. Elvarg is a boss. What's an Elvarg? Gravel spelled backwards? Elvag is spoilers. Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers. Okay, pie. Or I'm gonna die. Eat some pie or I'm gonna die. Alright, I'm out of food now. Okay. Gosh. Okay. So are all the bosses, like, except for the spoiler Elvarg dude, like 4-letter words? Did they make the bosses 4-letter words on purpose? I feel like that was an on purpose thing. Mole, Ober, and Brio. Brr. Find out when I quest. Okay. That's one of those questy things. Cool. I'm okay with that. No spoilers. I'll find out. Yay. No, all the bosses aren't 4-letter words. Oh well. That made more sense in my head. It would have been funny if they were. They have GWD for pay to play. Brio's... Oh, Brio is short then. Okay. Brio's full name is Briofita? Briofita. It sounds like it should be a chemical in science class. Is one of your new favorite streams? The conversations are strange. I don't know if I'm gonna remember any of it later. Good thing it's recorded. I can rewatch it. Maybe I'll learn something. Or maybe I'll rewatch it like a year from now and just laugh my head off. That would be good. Nature staff. Oh my goodness. Alright, what was I doing? I was looking at the something. I was gonna look at something. And this is a rune thing. I was gonna show off something. Bread. Cake? Do I have cake? I don't have cake. I can't make cake. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Wine, I have to be like level 35. Yeah. So I can't make wine. Oh, but it wasn't because I wasn't members. It's just because I wasn't high enough level. Okay. Can't remember. Can't get the drop in free to play. Nature staff. Brio staff. Okay. Speaking of staves, I have the cool blue one. It's a curse goblin staff. That's the blue one. Okay, not nature staff. Staff of brio fat. Okay. I like brio fat. That's kind of a cool nickname. Okay. Nature staves, brio fat staves, brio staves, ogre staves. Oh my goodness. Ogre the ogre, but he's not an ogre, he's a giant. Okay. Keep that staff, use the splash train. Yes! That's why I have the goblin staff. The blue one is for splash training. When I get that far. 5% chance for not using runes. Nature-y runes. Defense pretty low. Yeah, my defense is 25. I'm trying to get things up to 30s. Or like 5 mil. Because armor in 30 is adamantite. Strength. Can I do... Yes, I can do an adamant warhammer now. Yee. And then I can do adamant weapons. How is that different than a warhammer? Or maybe I have to have both to do warhammer. That's confusing me. Okay, don't remember exact chance. Defense, let's see. Master Clue Step, Alking. You can buy your new warhammer. Yes, I can buy my new warhammer. Yay. Has a 1 in 15 chance to save nature runes. I don't even know what... Oh, there was a salamander listed in there. You weren't kidding. Okay, so we really do have salamanders. Salamanders are a real thing. Okay, warhammers only have strength requirement. Okay. So salamanders do the spit thing? Ugh. Okay. Okay. Are the chin, whatever the heck's listed in here somewhere too? Where were they? What were they? Small animals that do something. Oh gosh. Can't wear a warhammer at level 30 attack, but you can wear it at 1 attack if you have 30 strength. Huh. 6 points. Okay. Now we've got multiple conversations going on again. We then found out salamanders can use mage or ranged attack. Yeah, the chinchompas. What about those? Are they in here somewhere? They're not salamanders. Are they in here? What do the chinchompas look like? I don't know what any of this stuff is. Oh, my brain is like... Okay, lots and lots of members, these stuffs. Okay, so that's not a weapon. Armor shortcuts? Areas barbarian. Is it under barbarian? No. Sharks are under barbarians. Chinchompas are ranged? Okay. They're ranged. So are salamanders. Salamanders are ranged. Also attack. More shortcuts. Okay. Bows thrown. Okay. Wait. No, there's just bows in here. Can you throw salamanders? Or chinchompas. Chinchompas. Carnivorous chinchompas. And black chinchompas. Okay. Wow. What is... I don't want to know. And regular chinchompas. So. Okay. Weird. Weird. Very weird. Salamanders are rarely used, but actually quite decent. Alright, so chinchompas and salamanders are real. How do I find out about the camel poo? Is the camel poo in here? What's the camel poo under? Like the hot sauce camel poo thing. And what about the cannon? Now I'm all like curious, where's all this stuff listed out? How do you get a cannon? Like... There's no cannon in here. Is there a cannon in here? Cannon, dragons, I don't know what half this stuff is. Chains, cudgels, sword, spear, lance, dagger, bludgeon. Great axe, hammers. 2 hammers. Well, that's kind of cool. 2 hammers at once. Wait, okay. Read. Budget barrows, really budget PKing. Good for PvP. And bot picking. Yeah, members, but where are they not in here? Like, listed in here? Oh, it doesn't have requirements, so it doesn't show up in level menu. Ah. Okay, so I'm not gonna see it in here. And the camel poo, I'm probably not gonna see in here either then. Alright. Alright. I need more food if I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm also gonna need dinner soon because it's starting to turn into a longer stream today. I got one of those pies. I got apple pies. I can bring some apple pies. Finish off my fishies. Trolling me. It's like, yeah, okay, it's quest log, don't care. Buying RSGF 10K trimming armor 200. Okay, are you talking something? I mean, it didn't feel like trolling. It sounded like we had a real conversation going and I was learning a bunch of new stuff. I don't know what the heck you're talking about now. Varric West. That's like the slums? Yeah, all those empty buildings. Okay. Let's go fight some more. I was gonna look for something else in there, but I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna have to learn this stuff before the GE scams happen. I mean, it's shopping. How bad could it be? It's just shopping. Hey. Hey! I was an orange person. Level 37. That means I'm getting higher level. Selling key to Varric West bank safe. Buying rapier. I have to warn you of the scams. Okay. Go ahead and warn me of the scams, but unless they're trying to sell me marshmallows that are not in the game, like, meh. I don't need a rapier. I like warhammers. And I think I can make all the other swords. Take this tab. My main is Bornos at Camelot. Now you're gonna tell me that there's like King Arthur and the Round Table and Merlin and stuff in this game. They will try and scam your marshmallows. I don't have any marshmallows. I know there's no marshmallows in this game. And I know the closest thing to marshmallow I can get is that white warhammer. So, 2 hour stream! Yes, I know! 2 hour stream today. I try to do longer on Fridays when I can. And I didn't fall asleep either. I was yawning so hard at 16 minutes. And then conversations started happening. They take you to a PvP world, give you, what's a teleport tab? Putting you in a danger zone. Totally, I did. I was like yawning and everything at 16 minutes. To kill me and take my, well, okay, PvP, you guys did say the PvPers are not a friendly bunch. Okay. Quitting RS, your name was drawn for me to give my bank to. However, I need to know I'm not giving it to a noob. Please show me your 10 best items. Oh, see, this is where the whole not trading rule comes into play. If I'm not trading anybody anything, I don't have to worry about it. Done. Nice and simple. Let's just keep it simple and I don't have to lose my mind. I just buy things at the GE, like a bank, and exchange stuff. Easy peasy. name was drawn. How would they draw my name anyway? I don't put myself into things. Level 26. 4 more to go. Most sneaky is I hit my GE max. I need you to buy X items for X amount. Please, for flips, I'll pay you X more than you paid. What's a GE max? Need to buy X items for flips? What are you talking about? Thank you, Lennox! 4 more levels to go, but I'm probably not gonna do it all tonight. My ears are starting to hurt from the headphones. What are you flipping? Doing flips? GE flips. What are GE flips and why? What max? Confused. There are items with limits you can buy in 6 hours. Alright. Revelations, you're up! Where's the English? I don't understand what it's talking about. When you hit the max limit of things you can get in 6 hours, you can't buy them in the GE anymore? Why would you... Flipping's taking item you buy for 6 GP, sell it for 10 GP. Okay. Okay. So they're doing stocks and stuff. Okay. So they're buying stuff at the GE and selling it back to the GE for some reason. To get more money? Okay. So in 6 hours of that, they're not going to be bored and they're going to not be able to do any more of that particular item? Is that right? How are they scamming me? Well, like, I'm not involved in this. This is what they're doing at the GE. I think. I'm confused. Okay. I'm not gonna buy X items to give to people. There's no trading. I don't trade with people. So that just solves that problem. Really, you yourself are manipulating how much it goes for. I have multiple accounts that buy... What? Wait. Okay, because if you buy all the stock, the demand goes up. And then you sell it to your... What? Wait. Multiple accounts. They buy items and flip them and log off. My brain... Okay, wait. You've got... multiples of these OSR, so multiple accounts on OSRS, you log in and in 6 hours you're like using all of your accounts to like buy up all this stuff in 6 hours and sell it back. Are you selling it back in the same 6 hours or are you just buying everything in 6 hours? And who came up with this strategy to begin with? I wouldn't have ever thought of any of this. And the demand, so like, what? Why is there demand? Okay, yes, I understand how stock market works, but this is a game. How do you have stock in a game? Okay, 10 accounts. Like, you'd be hitting the frickin' I'm not a robot, click the different buses thing, like, all the time if you try to do any of that. I don't understand how this is a thing. Like, okay. Yeah, white bead. Okay, complete a quest. Yes. White beads, understand, kill imps, white bead. Want to go to the GE to buy it instead of killing imps. Okay, let's say it's in the GE for 400 GP each. What if you buy them all off the market? What do you mean buy them all off the market? There's like limitless numbers of them. You just... How can you buy them all? Then now they sell... Okay. So they sell back the 130k they bought and resell for higher than before. 6 slots in GE. Make 4 GP profit on it. Okay, I don't understand. None of this makes any sense. None of this makes any sense. You just go to the GE to buy stuff. That's just, hey, I want a potion. go to the store, buy a potion. Or, like, I don't... GE is player ran with player stock. What does that mean? It's not unlimited items? I'm not understanding. Okay, so the reason people flip items is for AFK profit. You log off to go other things, make a bunch of money. Well, I mean, like, I can see, okay, I'm gonna buy a bunch of beads and sell them back maybe, but like, I don't get it exactly. I mean, it takes longer to sell them than to buy them, I think. Wait. Somebody has to be selling the item for you to be able to buy it off the GE. Okay, wait. Okay, GE doesn't have unlimited items. They are items collected by players and sold by players. It's not generated by computer. Okay. Maybe. So it's not just a store? No, I didn't. Wait. I just thought it was cheaper to buy stuff there. They had it was the everything store. It's not it's not an everything store? The Grand Exchange is it's wait. Like, this is not processing well. Okay. Why is that why things aren't tradable? Like, Christmas stuff? Wait, general store is the everything. No, the general store isn't everything. General store is like old country store in the sticks where you need to buy a shovel and dollar candy. Like, and then they've got the magic store for, like, the GE was the everything store. In order for you to go to the GE, buy a white bead, someone has to be selling the white bead they had in the GE. So there are shops in the game which are computer generated items refresh every so often. Okay. And people see the stuff pop up, it just doesn't randomly show up. I thought it was just like the database of all the different things store. G is a trade center for all players to streamline their trading. How did they even come up with that? That's actually kind of really impressive. To do that in a video game. Most of the shops are like a giant bank that holds trade offers. Not... Do all MMOs have this marketplace? Like, I don't know, I haven't played MMOs. They did it to offset scams. Oh, so like, person A wants something and person B wants to give it to them, but they don't trust each other, so they do it through the GE instead? I mean... I don't even know how this... Like, are they different per world that you go on then? So like, oh, if I want a white bead and nobody is trading at the GE for white beads today in World 2, then I can go to World 5 and check there? Certain items in a trade screen look similar, but The avoid that made the system, you look up the item you want and know to get that item also makes trading AFK. Okay, so people were using visual. So like, oh, here, I have a summer pie because this pie looks like all the other pies, but it's actually an apple pie. And everybody wants the summer pie, but like, there's no database behind the scenes thing telling you that this is an apple pie instead. So they made the GE to do that. If I'm understanding right. This is like... This is okay, the GE is linked together to every world, so World 1 is the same trades as World 2. Okay, so they went and conglomerated everything together, and it's just we've got the World Bank, and it doesn't, or the Planet Bank, and it doesn't matter what world you're on, as long as you're on the planet, you connect to the same bank, I think. Stock market. I've not played stock market, so it's really hard for me to I'm just making up the stuff that I understand to try and make my brain wrap around this. This is... Okay. Streamlines trading, offsets scams. Okay. Yes. Cool. And that's how you can run out of stuff? Gosh, how would you have enough stuff to begin with? To like... Hi, chemistry! Trading is a huge time investment. You can get better deals than the Grand Exchange if you trade other players. The Grand Exchange has a tax. So both are viable methods of trading. Okay. Okay, so there's also... Oh yeah, bots. Okay, that's right. They're the weird... Everybody's wearing a banana hat and following this one person around. Bots. Okay, I remember running into them. Bots overfilled the market. Wait, okay. We're going to back up a little bit. So, trading at the GE was created to keep people from scamming other people with apple pies and summer pies. And people said, oh, hey, we don't have enough of X items, so they created a bot to fill up the GE with items. So that everybody can get X number of items so it feels unlimited. And that's why it takes 6 hours for some person with like 10 accounts to drain it of an item. Wait. I'm like totally... Wait. Even though trading was streamlined, it streamlined bots to make more profit. So it's positive... It made a negative. So more people want to do bots now because of their stock market playing to get more gold. What do you even want the gold for at that point? Imagine, wait, stop clicking. Okay. Imagine you have to find someone to buy the 4 apple pies you have. How long do you think that would take without the granite? Why would I want to sell the 4 apple pies? I mean, beads. Okay, let's pretend the apple pies are beads, because pies I would just eat them. Bots are solely there to make money because items are expensive. Okay, so you want to buy lobsters, so you're gonna sell chickens or something, and you create a lot of bots to sell the chickens to get you the money to do. To buy the lobsters. Shall they see the value of the pies? Oh gosh. Okay, yes, bots there make money. Got that. People want money to buy the things that are expensive. Example, the market is 300k of an item. Buy 140k of that item. I now own almost 50% of the stock, so I can now inflate the price so I can dictate how much it is sold for and make more money off of it. Okay. Okay, like I can see. Okay, if I'm gonna own all of the white beads, and then I want to sell them at a higher price. so that anybody who wants to buy a white bead instead of killing an imp for one has to pay me more. Sure. Okay, and making 10 people, yeah, okay, 10 accounts to go ahead and get all of the white beads in order to own all of them to be able to do that. Okay. Stay in the market for, I don't know what a twisted bow is. Okay, just think about time investment it takes to talk to another human being. How long does it take to find a white bead buyer? I mean, are there other places? Like, you could just take the white bead to the wizard guy. I don't know that he would actually give me, I haven't tried that. Normally I just sell it at the GE because the GE is the store. Ah, okay. Oh, my brain. Okay. Take the rabbit trail of telling me that, like, the GE is not the unlimited everything store. I thought the GE was the unlimited everything store, and now I find out that no, the GE is a player-owned store. Does that mean that everything that you can buy or sell in the GE has some other source in the game somewhere to get it or sell it? And the GE is just there for, like, convenience? I mean, it is really convenient. Ha! I'm getting it! I'm getting it! Woohoo! Okay, okay. I thought I was just giving it back to, it's like the game. It just, like, oh, I go kill a monster, I get a horn. Go give the horn to the guild and get gold from it. Like, okay. So, okay. That kind of makes the GE really cool. That makes the GE really cool. Another human who wants horns, purchase it. Well, okay, the GE, yes, but, like, I thought that the GE wasn't human. I thought it was just like, oh, what do I do with this? I can't use the horn for myself, so I give it back to the game and I get a reward. If you kill the monster like 100 times, you get 100 horns. You only need one. What do you do with the rest? That you get a reward from the game for killing 100 of the beasts. Oh! 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 My level, what, 27? Come on. 27! Not quite 30 yet, but 27. Okay. Yes, and the best part is there's no bartering. You interact with an interface instead of stubborn humans. Yes. And no scammy things. Okay. So, half thought. Waiting for the rest of the words. There's those the people with the fancy helmets. They're not allowed to use the GE, I think. So, like, are they still allowed to buy and sell stuff as long as it's not the GE? Thank you. Defense level, thank you. Okay. Instance of bot inflation, we'll take out, do not worry. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about what you said. Yeah. Okay. Barely allowed to interact with other players, period. Right. So is that means that they can still do things like use the general store? Offer 1K reward to anyone who scams me and says, welcome to the real RuneScape. Good luck. I have a no trading rule. So scams, it seems like scams here are all related to trading with people. Is that right? Is that what, like, it sounds like all of them are related to that, or PvP, right? And I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm gonna have to sign off soon. But like, no. Okay. Well, I'm learning. I'm learning a lot of stuff. Gosh. Let me eat some apple. Okay. Back in the day, if you died, your items appeared to everyone so they'd try and get you killed. Phone scams are malicious in order to get you to lose your precious items. Sometimes scammer just wants to make you upset. Not everything is trading, but most things are trading. You don't even play the game anymore? You know so much about the game. Okay. Maybe trading is just the easy way? That's what a scammer would say. Maybe trading is just the easy way and that's why it's the most scammy thing. But if I just have the no trading rule, I'm just safe. Done. Easy peasy. Nice and simple and I don't have to think too hard. And I just realized my apple pie is green in the middle. That's kind of cool. It's an old game. Sure, a lot of players know a lot at this point, even if they are retired. Okay. I'm probably going to kill one more golem after this, and then I'm going to have to call it quits so I can get some dinner. Not true. If you don't trade, you can still be tricked? Tricked into what? I mean, I haven't done a lot of anything with other people, except the one person I showed them where all the imps were. Because they were trying to kill imps over in Lumbridge, and I took them to Falador. I have something I need to show you in World 359, kind of dangerous, need to bring good armor and food. Example of a scam. Okay. That doesn't sound like trading. Stepping into the wildy. Okay. So so go to a place where a player can kill me and then they get my stuff? Try and gain your trust. Okay. Player could tell you to go to an unfamiliar world or area just to get you killed. Okay, yeah. That's one reason why the wildy is scary. I managed to explore it anyway. I just didn't wear anything, which is also scary because then you have to fight bears. Social engineering. Okay. Okay. But that's like any game with other players. I'm completely like a noob and completely vulnerable to probably most of that, but nah. OSRS gold can be sold in real life money? That's bannable. Oh, is that there's a word for that stuff. Sometimes players will make you drop a valuable item and set up a situation where there's no way you can pick it back up. And it appears on the ground for them after a few minutes and they steal it from you. Oh, like when other people do the, they shoot their arrows and don't pick them up, or they leave the cow hide, the cow hide, and I can go get it. Like that stuff. Hey, 32 hit points. I keep leveling. Camdozaal is really awesome for leveling. Okay. We are gonna be your big brothers here. Okay! Appreciate it! Do not do anything before consulting us. Well, I don't play this game outside of streaming, so I'll be online. You guys can always point me in the right direction. Alright. But seriously, I am gonna have to log off and get some food. I'm starving. Oh. Hey! He's not orange anymore! Okay, I don't know why I'm happy about that, but he's yellow now. So I leveled. What is my combat? I'm 37. I'm the same as him now. Yay. Yes, I need to go eat. I was on a long time today, which makes me happy. I don't get to play long all the time. But thank you guys very much for hanging out with me and talking and stuff. I learned a lot of stuff. That was pretty cool. Thank you, Chemistry and Linux and Kyle Jadon and Boosted Dark and like how many of you? There's a lot of people. Linux, Revelations, dudes. Thank you a lot for talking with me today. That was a lot of fun. And Cold Clutch too, of course. Most of all, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Okay, that I actually understand a little bit. Had a lot of fun today. Learned a little bit about pies, learned a little bit about spitting salamanders and chins not being multiple chins attacking people with being fat. I learned a lot of stuff today. Alrighty, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good weekend.